And a welcome to Citi Field, New York's National League ballpark in Flushing, Queens. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the New York Mets. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one, as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Noah Syndergaard is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, when you think of the power arms in baseball, this is the first guy you think of. Noah Syndergaard, big strike, throws 89 to 93 mile an hour sliders. That's right, sliders. His fastball, anywhere from 97 to 101 miles an hour. Power fastball, power slider, and a terrific changeup. One of the best pitchers in the game of baseball.
Digging in, David Peralta, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Sent on the ground out to second. Cabrera's there. And there's one gone to start the night. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Left side, but well foul. Temperature here at game time, a comfortable 75 degrees tonight. One out, nobody on. That's lifted the other way out to left. Conforto is there, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting third baseman number 3.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Daniel Descalso. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Now the 2-1. Now a swing, ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Diamondbacks down in order. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Zach Greinke gets the start for Arizona in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Zach Greinke, one of the most complete pitchers in the game of baseball. 4-pitch mix. I don't think anybody commands the fastball as well. Greinke, up, down, in and out. He can dot the fastball. Good curveball, good change, has the slider that he'll throw to both righties and lefties. If Zach Greinke brings his A game, he can shut anybody down.
Settling in now, Brandon Nimmo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's Greinke's 1-2. 2-2.
2 strikes.
The 2-2. Is taken, ball 3. Waiting on deck is Drupal Cabrera. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And a good throw gets him one gone. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
Digging in, the switch hitter as Drupal Cabrera. Bases are empty, one man out. sent on the ground out to second. On to first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away.
Batting third, right fielder, Shea.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Jay Bruce. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, that two-seam fastball is going to be the be-all, end-all of this game right here. Who's going to execute? Is the pitcher going to be able to keep going to that well, or is the offense going to be able to make an adjustment and hit?
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Dyson's there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Mets turned away here in the first. We'll head to the second at Citi Field. 0-0 here on the show. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's gone 2 for 8. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Count remains 2-2. Now another 2-2. And a fastball just a bit. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Up next for Arizona, Steven Souza. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. Popped him up. Mesoraco waits on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Michael Conforto. He's definitely known for that sweet left-handed swing in the top of the order. But he's no slouch defensively as well, showing the ability to come in on baseballs, make diving catches, and throw guys out at the plate.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, D-Roll, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hit in the air out to center field. Rosario ranging into the outfield. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7th.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-1 misses above the zone for a ball. No score here as we play inning number 2. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 1 left for Arizona. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Wilmer Flores. He's set to lead off the home half of the 2nd.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Late making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1 and 2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peralta's under it. 1 down.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And let's take a look at David Peralta. Bazooka arm in the outfield. Obviously, he was originally signed as a pitcher. Didn't work out. Reset the battery and came back as a big league outfielder. Impressive.
Next up for New York, Adrian Gonzalez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver the 1 and 2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2 and 2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2 and 2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Tries to dump this one out to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Left ball just landed in front of the left fielder for a single. You know, the batter wants that one back. He thought he should have drove it a little bit better than that, but a knock is a knock.
The catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in. Career line against Greinke. He's got 3 base hits and 17 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Gonzalez, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. And he fouls this one off. One and two, here it comes. And another foul ball.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. So here now is the pitcher, Zach Greinke, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Grounded down the third baseline. Flores on the slide. He goes to first, and the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. And this will go down as an E5, as you can see the exasperation on his face. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Nick Ahmed, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Conforto is going to get there. 1 away.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, David Peralta. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. Greinke stands at first with 1 out. Very high, 2-1. Three and 1 to the Diamondbacks left fielder. Gerard Dyson waits on deck. Ready on 3 and 1. Here it comes. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
The center fielder, number 1, Gerard Dyson.
Ready for another chance, Gerard Dyson. The 3-1 pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Conforto is in pursuit, and he makes the catch in the corner. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Daniel Descalso. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Diamondbacks still searching for that first hit of the ball game. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Diamondbacks strand a pair. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. So here's the Mets pitcher, Noah Syndergaard, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The 1-1. A little bouncer that winds up foul for the second strike. Here he comes again, 1-2. And that one just missed outside. Here now the 2-2. Lifted into center field. Ahmed ranging into the outfield. He's got it one away.
Center fielder number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-2 pitch. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. The 2-2 one more time. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Another one sent foul. He stays alive, still 2-2. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Stepping in now as Drupal Cabrera. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. Count remains full. Now the pitch. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Hit out towards second. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. And that keeps the inning alive for Jay Bruce.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In now, Jay Bruce. Hard hit ball to second. And that's going to be a base hit for Bruce. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Into the box now, Wilmer Flores. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. It'll be Paul Goldschmidt that leads things off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Giving chase is Nimmo. Makes the play, 1 away.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Digging in to try it again, Steven Souza. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 3-1 pitch. Sinker misses, ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Marte.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Throw it anywhere. He'll swing at anything.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Pitch is high. The throw
2-2
is there, and he's out trying to take second.
A lot of times, if a guy is going, it's going to be on the first couple of pitches, but he waited it out that time. Didn't matter, though. A good catch and throw, and they nabbed him at second.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Chopped weakly up the first base line. That's a foul ball. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Nothing doing for Arizona. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Here's Adrian now. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Lifted down the line in left. Here comes Peralta, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Now batting. Catcher Devin Mesoraco.
Catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in. Gonzalez gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. Fouled off. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Drilled to first. Scooped up on the backhand. On to Goldschmidt. A double play. Inning over. So no runs on 1 base hit. No errors and no one left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. And we are tied 0-0. Here's the catcher Alex Avila. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks, Zach Greinke. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. A runner at first with no outs here. Liner towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
It's really important to be a second baseman and have some athletic ability. And how about this right here? He goes up high to snag this line drive that was definitely headed to the outfield for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Nick Ahmed. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitchers, but both getting the same thing, both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it more skill and finesse.
No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Heading out towards shallow right. Bruce has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, David Peralta. It was a walk in his last trip. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Nimmo ranging back at the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
In now, Gerard Dyson takes a knee-high fastball. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch high in the air down the right field line, and foul.
Gotta believe that was a mislocation because it missed right down the middle. This guy's gonna have nightmares at the plate thinking about missing that one.
In the dirt here. Peralta at second with 2 down. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Fouled away. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 for the Diamondbacks on the RBI double. Middle of the night at Citi Field. It's now 1-0 Arizona. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
Standing in now, Noah Syndergaard. And this will be fouled away. No runs, 5 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs.
Center fielder number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Brandon Nimmo. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. 2 out, nobody on. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Good work there by Zack Greinke, and he's got himself a 1-0 lead. Ready once again, Daniel Descalso. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Descalso behind 1-2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and stepping in, the power hitting first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. Descalso aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. There's one. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
Into the box now, Steven Souza. 2-1 now to Steven Souza. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. On the ground to third. Taken in by Flores. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Mets nothing. Digging in and looking for more as Dribble Cabrera. He'll be the first to the plate for the Mets in their half of the 6th. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Count still at 1-2. Now another 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Marte gloves it. And that's out number 1.
The right fielder, number 19, Shea.
1 away now for the Mets in the 6th. And stepping in, the dangerous left-handed hitter, Jay Bruce. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
And the pitch on 2-1. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. High in the air down the right field line. Souza is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in once again, Wilmer Flores. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Now the 1-1 pitch. Right side. Marte has it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. It remains 1-0. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ketel Marte. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. The 1-1. Strike 2 swinging.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
The 1-2. This is flared out towards second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, catcher, Alex Avila.
At the plate, Alex Avila, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Here it is on 3-0. And oh, they won't let him walk that easily, as that somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
The pitcher, number 21, Zach Greinke.
Ready for another shot now. Zach Greinke. No hits to this point. Avila, base runner at first with one out. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Left side, backhanded to Cabrera for 1. Over to Gonzalez, and they get the double play they needed to get him out of the inning. Diamondbacks down without much of a fight, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Digging in and looking for more, Adrian Gonzalez. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And he misses 2-1.
Well, late in the game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
Now the 2-1. Is a slider taken for a ball.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Devin Mesoraco. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Two and 2 to the Mets catcher.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
All even at 2 and 2. Here it is. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3 and 2. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game.
Yeah, Matty V, that magic number in today's game is about 100 pitches, and this next pitch will be pitch number 100. D-Row, he's been sailing along pretty easily so far in this one.
Yeah, he's given him some serious depth in this one. For him to get into the 7th inning allows the manager a lot of leeway, whether he wants to go to his bullpen or not.
Another full count pitch home. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
When you're this deep into a start, it can be really exhausting and annoying when a hitter makes you work as hard as he did right there. He got the strikeout, that's great, but he's probably thinking, get that guy out of here.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. The 3-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice.
Jose Reyes will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
And he fouls this one off. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Another full count offering on its way. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3. So they load the bases on just 1 hit, but 3 men are left stranded. 8th inning coming up. Jerry Blevins has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Jerry Blevins.
Striding in once again, Nick Ahmed. The head-to-head numbers against Jerry Blevins. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Three balls and a strike to count to the Diamondbacks shortstop. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, D-Roy, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. 2 different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? 2 different ways. The power guy was on top of his game, not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done. Move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening. Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, David Peralta. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. The 1-2. Hopped up. Flores over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's Gerard Dyson. The 1-2 is a fastball way up and in.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Here now the 2-2. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Bruce has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They lead it 1-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Diamondbacks, number 25, Archie Bradley.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit to first. Played on the backhand. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Here's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening. Here's Jay Bruce now. A bouncer to the left side. Reined in. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Ready for another shot now. Wilmer Flores. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here it is, the 3-0. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in. So it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Here's Adrian now. Head-to-head numbers against Archie Bradley. He's just 1 for 13. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Ready with the 1-1. Fouled off. The 1-2. Is in off the plate.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit on the ground toward the left. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 9th inning coming up. Diamondbacks lead this one 1-0. Back in Queens at Citi Field as we get set for the top of the 9th inning in this one. Seth Lugo enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Digging in to try it again. Daniel Descalso. Last time up he was hit by a pitch. The 1-1. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Back goes Bruce. Still going back. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
The bullpen is going to have to take care of business in the bottom half of this inning. But they're going to be able to throw a lot freer that they've got that extra run to play with. Insurance runs are always huge.
In now, Paul Goldschmidt. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Bases are empty here, nobody out. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Here now the 2-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Bruce. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Ready once again, Steven Souza. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Here we go, guys. Come on.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. The 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Standing in now, Ketel Marte. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Misses, ball 2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
2-2, here it is. That's lifted the other way out to left. Conforto moves over, and that retires the side. One for the Diamondbacks, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. Last chance coming up here for the Metropolitans. It's now 2-0 Arizona. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Brad Boxberger takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Batting in the 6th spot, number 31.
The catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
The 1-1 home. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
The 1-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And foul. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees.
2 strikes.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Stepping in now, Ahmed Rosario. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Arizona used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Zach Greinke takes home the win. Noah Syndergaard is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian.